Welcome back. Today I'm taking a look at this little guy right here. This is the Wuben T4 compact tactical flashlight. Let's check it out. And this is everything the Wuben T4 comes with. I'll give you guys a look at the box right there. Product shot on the front. Lumens and runtime info on the back. Inside here is a user manual and warranty information. A few spare O-rings. A detachable split ring pocket clip, and Wuben still makes one of my favorite charging cables. This is a charging cable and lanyard all in one. You can see it's a lanyard, and then you take off this little plastic cover, and there's your charging cable. And I also have the optional AP50 tactical ring right here, but I'll talk about this later. But let's put all this off to the side, and I'll give you guys a nice close-up of the Wuben T4. I actually have both colors right here. This is the black version, and this is what they call original. That looks more like an anodized OD green to me. Nice looking color here. So why exactly would you buy the Wuben T4? Well, basically it's for patrolling, self-defense, and of course, everyday carry. And being so small and compact for a tactical flashlight, I really like this for everyday carry, especially with this removable split ring pocket clip right here. It fits very nice in your pocket, and is going to be lens down only, and you can see it just easily fits on that little groove right there. Very nice. The T4 does not come with the holster, only the pocket clip, and like I said earlier, you can get this optional tactical ring right here. It's called the AP50. Wuben charges about $10 extra for this, but you can see it has a tungsten tip right there that is very sharp. And I'll put this on and demonstrate this on one of these flashlights a little bit later on. But let's start talking about the T4 here. So it has an output of 850 lumens, a maximum throwing distance of 401 meters, and a max intensity of 40,200 candela, and a max runtime of about 70 hours. And I'll give you a look right down the barrel there at that OSRAM LED. It has a color temperature of about 6,500 Kelvin, so it's a cool white LED, which I definitely prefer in my tactical flashlights. And while I'm right here at the head, you can see that blue ring that surrounds the lens and the striking bezel right there. It's not a sharp bezel. You can see just 4 striking points right there. Not very aggressive, but it's still pretty nice to have something there, especially being advertised as a tactical flashlight. And if I get in a little closer, you can see that OSRAM LED sits back fairly far within that smooth reflector, and that's going to be responsible for that 401 meters of throw. And let me tell you, the beam out of the T4 is fairly impressive, especially for a small compact flashlight of this size and being an LED. Of course, I have flashlights this size with over double that throwing distance, but those are also LEP lasers, not an LED. And I'll give you a close-up of the black 6061 aluminum version right here. So these two different colors right here are made of different aluminums. The black one is 6061 aluminum, and the original color right here is 7075 aluminum. And they both have a hard oxidation surface treatment, but the original color right here has just a little bit more hardness than the black version right here. So it can withstand scratches, just everyday use, a little bit better than the black version here. And because of that, the original OD green version, I'm just going to call this OD green from now on. I'm not exactly sure exactly what color this is. It almost looks like an OD green gray, but who knows? And of course, this is black. The black one is going to be a little bit cheaper than this version right here. And what I really like about the T4 is being a tactical flashlight. It has a single tail switch right here that is rubberized and has a nice little half stop right there. And it does utilize the half press and the full press, but I'll talk about that when I go over the UI. But another really cool feature of the T4 is this rotating ring right here, right on the tail switch. This is how you switch the modes. And I'll try to get in real close. You can see right there in the bottom, it says tack, duty, and lock. And to change that, all you have to do is just pull out on that tail switch and just rotate until it clicks in. So right now I'm in duty, and one more over. Now we're locked out. So that lock mode is really, really easy to get to. And I'm a big fan of super easy, simple lockout modes. And this is definitely one of those. So I really like this pull-out rotating ring feature that Wuben has on this T4. I think this is very nice. The lockout mode is self-explanatory, just completely locks out the flashlight. In duty mode, there's 3 brightness levels. It starts on high, then medium, then low. And if I switch it over to the tactical mode, it's pretty much what you expect. A half press takes you right to high, and a full press, strobe warning, takes you right to strobe. And let me take off this tail cap because I really like this feature. You can see that spring right there, but if I pull out and start rotating this dial, you don't really see anything move around too much right there. All the workings are on the inside right under that spring. And while I have this tail cap off, let me show you the battery that it comes with. It's a Wuben branded 1100 milliamp hour 3.6 volt 18350 button top. And the T4 is a single spring system. The spring is only right here in the tail. Right there near the head, it's just a flat terminal. In my tactical flashlights, I love to see a dual spring system, but I can live with a single spring. But if you want to charge that battery, if you have an external slot charger, it can be slot charged. But right here, right under this twist ring, right near the head, you twist this off and that exposes the USB Type-C charging port right there. Now I do like this feature because it helps to keep any dirt, any mud, any dust out of that USB Type-C charging port. And when you're done, just make sure that's all nice and tight. That's it. And speaking of dust and water getting in that USB Type-C charging port, this is rated IP68. The 6 means it's completely dust-proof, and the 8 means it's submersible in up to 6 feet of water, and it has a 1.5 meter impact resistance. All right, let's talk dimensions here. It has a length of 3.82 inches, a head diameter of 1.30 inches, and a tail diameter of 1.18 inches. And let's give it a quick weigh. Comes in at 100 grams, and in ounces, that is 3.5 ounces. And yes, I am weighing that with the battery inside, but no pocket clip. If I stick that pocket clip on there, I don't think it's going to change much. All right, 3.6 ounces and 104 grams. All right, Lumens and Runtime. You can see on the very top, tactical mode and then general mode. General mode is what they're calling duty mode. So duty mode has high, medium, and low. High is 850 lumens and it has a runtime of 1 minute. And then that steps down to 350 lumens and that can run for another hour. And then medium is 150 lumens, has a runtime of 2.5 hours, and low is 5 lumens, 70-hour runtime. And then tactical mode, that is 850 lumens as well if you have pressed that momentary-on. And strobe is a full 850 lumens, which I'm a big fan of maximum output strobe. And that's basically it. The T4's UI is very, very simple. Just 2 modes, 3 brightness levels, and a strobe. And the mode spacing here is fine. 5 lumens to 150 to 850. That's perfectly fine. And honestly, I'm not really missing a 1 lumen moonlight mode. This is a tactical flashlight, so those 5 lumens I think will work just perfectly for this flashlight. So now let's quickly run over the UI here. I know I've been talking about it throughout this video, but now let's just officially show you how everything works. Right now I have it in duty mode. If I half press the button, it takes you right to the 850 lumen high. If you let go, it turns right off. So in order to get the constant on, full press always starts in high, and then half press to cycle through those 3 brightness levels: high, medium, low. And I should mention that there is no memory in the duty mode. So as soon as I turn it off, I turn it right back on, it always goes to that 850 lumen high. Pull out the ring, turn it over to tack mode. If I half press, that's the same 850 lumen high. But if I full press, once again, I know I already showed you this, there's strobe. And then lockout mode is very self-explanatory. Just click it over to lock, and no matter what you do, that flashlight is locked out. So the T4 has a very straightforward, very simple UI here. I like it. All right, now it's time for my not so scientific heat and turbo test. With this flashlight, I only let it run for about a minute, because Wuben estimated their 850 lumens to last about a minute, then step down to 350 lumens. So I just wanted to make sure that was accurate. And I tested the heat with my heat gun. I didn't use my thermal camera this time. And after about a minute at the head, the temperature was right around 103 degrees Fahrenheit. And at the body was about 98.6 degrees Fahrenheit. So the temperatures are completely fine after 1 minute. You don't really need gloves or anything like that. But regarding that 850 lumen step down, I will put up those times on the screen right now, when it started to step down and when it ended that step down. Now, before I take the T4 outside and demonstrate the beam, I'm going to show you what it looks like with the AP50 tactical ring attached to it. First, of course, take off the pocket clip, take off the tail cap, and just fit the AP50 on the back of the tail, something like that, hold it on, and then just screw on that tail cap. So it's going to look like this. And personally, I like this this way. It feels pretty comfortable, and look at where that tungsten striking tip ends up. So I really like this as a little miniature compact tactical flashlight with some self-defense features. And having this ring on doesn't deter the rotating ring on the bottom. You can see you still have full access to that rotating ring on the bottom to switch your modes. All right, now I'm going to demonstrate this beam here. So it's in duty mode, and once I full press, it's going to go right to high. So instantly, you can see it's definitely striking that tree right there. Let me pan across my yard. Oh, hey, oh my God. Look at that. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 deer right there. Oh, there they go. One staying there. Ooh, I got bugs all over me. But check that out. Holy crap. I didn't really see those guys there before. Usually they're over here. But I know I'm supposed to be demonstrating the beam, but that's amazing. Are they still there? Yeah, they're checking me out. And you might hear some fireworks in the background. That's because it's, you know, close to the 4th. But I'll put up the distance between me and that tree right there, and then me and the barn right there. But that's high. Let's go to medium. That's 100. Sorry, I'm blowing the bugs off my arm. Jesus. There's medium, 150 lumens. And you can see that very intense hotspot right there. Pretty well-defined, crispy perimeter right there. Cool white color temperature. And look at that beam. Get off me. Mosquitoes, man. Very nice. Now let's go to that 5 lumen. I'm not going to spend too much time with 5 lumens here. Gives you an idea. I'm not going to demonstrate strobe here. And if I go to tactical mode, it's exactly the same as this high. So it's going to be a pretty short beam demonstration. But hopefully you get a nice idea of this beam perimeter. Look at that. Look at the beam perimeter right there. The profile is that very intense hotspot. And sorry guys, I just don't like those bugs on my arm. Pretty even throughout that beam right there. You can see from the hotspot all the way to that outer edge. Not floody at all. Not very floody. But you're not buying this for any kind of flood mode. You're buying this as a compact tack flashlight. So I'm going to leave these guys over here alone. That one's not moving at all. I don't want to blind them either. But let me move to the other part of the yard, which is going to be right on the other side of the house where those deer are. Let's go. 850 lumens. Yes, you're only getting about a minute at 850 lumens, but instant access to that high, instant access to strobe. And that's your tactical mode. If you want duty mode, just easily switch it over with this Pretty cool little system that Wuben has going on right here. This rotating tail switch that's all integrated to easily switch your modes and to easily lock out your flashlight. I'm always a big fan of that. That's definitely a plus. So I guess if I did have a complaint, I would say maybe give us a way to reverse the brightness levels. Instead of starting high, medium, and low, if I wanted to switch that and go low, medium, and high, let me program that here. And if I did have another nitpick, even though I like cool white color temperatures in my tactical flashlights, give me a warm white option. Not everybody is going to be like me that likes cool white in my tactical flashlights and warm white in my everyday carry flashlights. So at least give us the option of warm and cool white LEDs. But like I said, other than that, I think if you're looking for a compact tactical flashlight, the T4 is going to be hard to beat, especially at this price. If I remember right, this is right around 53 bucks, and the OD green version right here, made of 70-75 aluminum, is right around 60-65, I think. I'll put those prices on the screen right now. I just don't remember. I know I'm close, but either way, at those prices, the T4 is going to be hard to beat in the compact tactical flashlight market. All right, guys, that's pretty much it for this video. What do you think of the Wuben T4? Now, if you want to check this out for yourself, I will have links down below in my description box. But if you did enjoy this video, please give me that thumbs up. Please subscribe. And go!